Hello, welcome back to the channel and another set of templates to use across different social media platforms. These templates are for YouTube, Discord server banners, and Twitter banners. Everything you need will be down in the description for you to download. That includes the fonts and all three of these files. To actually edit each of these templates, you have, I suppose, several different options, but the two I recommend is either Photoshop, and Photoshop is paid, so if you can't afford it or you don't want to pay for it, then another great option is a site called Photopia. Photopia has a lot of the same functionality as Photoshop, so everything you see me do in Photoshop you can also do here. But one thing to keep in mind for the text, the font that you use for the text, on PC when you download the font file you simply open up the folder, double click on the OTF or TTF file, then click install, and it's going to load it into Photoshop for you or whatever other software you have installed, no problem. For Photopia, you have to take that OTF/TTF file, go to text tool, go to the top, then click load font, and it's going to give you the option to load that font right into Photopia. I'll be back to Photopia in just a moment, but I'm going to go over real quickly how you can go about editing this. The most obvious is of course going to be the text. You go to the file that says rename this, then go to your text tool on the left, then click where it says your name, and you can put whatever you want here, Billy Bob or whatever. If you want to resize this, do Control A. And you can come up to the text here and choose any other size that you want, or just type in a custom size. For the backgrounds, you also have several options, though you can add more, and I'll show you how to do that in just a moment. So these are the default options that come with the backgrounds. Just click the little spot here and it's going to hide or show each one of them. If you don't like any of these, how I found each of these different backgrounds was I simply googled cloud forest scenery, and then I picked one out, let's say this one right here. Then you're going to right click, copy image. I like to do that a couple of times just to make sure it actually copied, because sometimes it does not do it. Alright, that should be copied now. And then I'm going to do a Control V. And that image is now loaded in. Control T, which is free transform. If Control T for free transform is not working for you, you can do edit, free transform, and it's the same in Photopia. Go to edit and free transform. So with free transform, I'm just going to resize this a bit. You might have to hold shift when you resize it, you might not have to, kind of depends. Then drag it to where you can see a combination of the trees and the top section of the clouds. And click the check mark, then go over to image, adjustments, and choose black and white, then click OK, and now you have a brand new background option loaded in for you. And yeah, that's basically it. You can feel free to come into these other sections and make changes if you want. I'm going to have all of these locked by default, so it's not going to be confusing. To unlock it, you can simply click the little lock, and to relock it, select the layer and choose the lock again. And I just have different splatter effects, different effects in here. You can drag them around after you click on the layer, and so on and so forth. I should mention as well, because some people might be newer to Photoshop or editing software in general, at least for Photopia and Photoshop, hold Alt on your keyboard and scroll with your mouse to zoom in or out. And that really marks an end for this tutorial and showcase of how to use this template. If you found this helpful and you like the templates, please make sure to like and subscribe. And other than that, I hope you have an awesome day.